Hi everyone. Today we're talking to Lisa Williksen. She's a teacher of personal finances in the Central Valley School District near Spokane. Hi Lisa, welcome to the program.
Hi, John. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be able to share my experiences.
So, teaching personal finance, that must be a trip in high school, especially after COVID when we're coming back to live training. So, tell me a little bit about what that's been like.
I'm certified to teach secondary math and CT, special ed, but I found through teaching it was the personal finances class that I felt I was impacting students' lives the more. The students were fully engaged. And then after the pandemic, it's even been more. In fact, during the pandemic, I was getting students who were contacting me that had retired, graduated, and had said, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I had the emergency money that you had talked about. I'm so glad I know how to spend my money, the difference between needs and wants.
Tell me a little bit more about the spending part because that sounds like a key part of how you teach.
It is a really big part of how I teach, helping kids learn how to make some really good decisions with it. And that's one of the things, the book that, recently came out by Paul Hayes really stuck a chord with me because he has lots of calculations in there showing how just changing little spending habits and the whole idea of spending to build wealth instead of spending to take care of a need or really more of a want right now can make huge changes in your life over time. And trying to learn to visualize your future self and not just today when you make spending choices was fantastic. One of the sections in Paul's book that was kind of a aha moment for me recently was the whole discussion on wealth. I teach at a high poverty school, and I thought we'd do this great project where the kids created posters on what wealth meant to them so that we could have our inspiration, so we would know why we're going to learn the information we're going to learn and why we're going to care about learning and remembering and applying it. And it was a real eye opener to me to realize that from these students' perspective, wealth was negative. People who were wealthy were mean, they were greedy, they were fake, they were artificial. It was sad. I mean, the terms that they were coming up with was really shocking. And so we had to go through a whole thing talking about wealth is really about stability, that you can take care of today's needs along with tomorrow, that wealth does not mean you have to be Bill Gates. Wealth just means you are secure in knowing where food and housing and some of your needs and wants that you'll be able to take care of them today and future. And once we got through that conversation, the work and the stuff the kids did was phenomenal.
Wow. And wealth really means more than money. That's part of the thing that Paul talks about a lot.
That's what I had to help for the kids to understand, that wealth was a security that allowed you to be happy, to allow you to care for the people you love. It gives you a lack of stress, and so you don't feel the stress and depression. And so once I was able to get them to think of wealth in those terms, which I got the help from Paul's book on how to do that, it really went a long ways in the classroom.